Are you waking up 2, 3, even 5 times a night and wondering why no amount of sleep leaves you feeling rested? You're not alone. And you're not just getting older. What if I told you the way you sleep after 70 could quietly affect your memory, your balance, your mood, even how long you live? Most men don't realize this, but sleep after 70 isn't about closing your eyes. It's about how deeply your body restores itself. And when that restoration is interrupted, night after night, the cost isn't just tiredness. It's faster aging, brain fog, and the loss of independence. According to the CDC and the National Institute on Aging, seniors still need 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Not just time in bed, but sleep that heals. In this video, I want to share 6 quiet truths about sleep after 70 that most doctors never say out loud. These truths might explain why you're waking up feeling drained, even after a full night. But more importantly, they'll guide you back toward deeper rest. Gently, naturally, and without fear. If you stay until the end, you'll walk away not just with better sleep habits, but with something deeper. The peace of knowing your body is not failing. It's simply asking for care. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. It helps me keep sharing these healing lessons about growing older with strength and peace. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Now, let's begin. With truth number 1, a common belief that may be silently draining your strength each morning. Truth number 1, your body still needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep after 70. Not less. They told you growing old means sleeping less, that it's normal to rise before dawn, to lie awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, waiting for the silence to pass. But here's the quiet truth most men never hear. Your body still needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep after 70. Not just any sleep, but deep, healing sleep. The kind that repairs your memory, steadies your heartbeat, and restores the strength in your legs. You see, sleep isn't a luxury at this age. It's a form of medicine. According to the CDC and the National Institute on Aging, seniors still require 7 to 8 hours per night. And when we don't get it, the cost shows up. In fatigue, foggy thinking, poor balance, and even dangerous falls. Think of your body like an old oak tree. It stands strong after decades of wind and sun, but even it needs rain. Sleep is that rain. Without enough, the bark dries, the leaves dull, the roots grow brittle. You're not failing, you're simply parched. Let me tell you about Harold, a retired school principal from Iowa. He was sharp, proud, used to being the man people came to for answers. But lately, things were slipping. He'd trip over the first stair in the morning, forget small things like where he placed his glasses, feel dizzy after rising from the recliner. He brushed it off as just age. Until one night, his doctor asked, "Harold, how well do you sleep?" Turned out Harold was only getting 6 hours, and more importantly, that sleep was interrupted, shallow. He didn't remember waking up, but his brain did. His heart did. His balance did. Once he began tracking his rest, adjusting his bedtime, and building a sleep routine, something beautiful returned. Clarity. His thoughts steadied, his mornings became safer, and the fog lifted. I want you to hear this. Sleep is not weakness. Wanting more rest isn't a sign that you're declining. It's a sign that your body is still alive, still working, still asking for care. So tonight, instead of brushing off the tiredness or pushing through the fatigue, ask yourself this: am I giving my body the hours of rest it truly needs? You're not broken. You're simply in need of deeper rest. If this spoke to you, please like this video and comment. Number 1. So I know you're still with me. Let's keep going. The next truth might surprise you even more. Truth number 2. Waking up often at night doesn't mean you're broken. It means your rhythm has shifted after 70, your sleep begins to change. Not because something is wrong, but because your inner clock is shifting. Doctors call it the circadian rhythm, but you feel it in your own way. Falling asleep earlier, waking up before the sun, drifting lightly through the night instead of sinking into deep rest. And that's not failure. It's nature. Just like the tide knows when to rise and when to pull back, your body is learning a new rhythm. But too often, men mistake this change as decline. They lie awake at 3 a.m. thinking something is wrong with them. They grow frustrated, or worse, they accept fatigue and confusion as their new normal. I remember Richard, 76, from North Carolina. He said, "I go to bed at 9, but I feel like I never truly sleep." His doctor ran a few tests and found he had mild sleep apnea. Nothing dramatic, just small pauses in breath that kept pulling him out of deep rest. With gentle treatment, his mornings became clearer, his thinking steadier, his walk safer. This isn't rare. After 70, many men wake up often because of bathroom trips, sore joints, noisy thoughts, or a simple drop in melatonin. It doesn't mean your sleep is gone forever. It means your body is asking for help. Not medication, but attention. A warm bath, a darker room, a steady bedtime. These are not luxuries. They are invitations back into your natural rhythm. So if you've been waking too often and blaming age, pause for a moment. You're not broken. You're just shifting. And that shift, if you honor it, can still lead to deep, healing rest. Comment number 2, if this speaks to your experience. Let's keep going. Because truth number 3 might explain why you still feel tired, even after 8 hours. Truth number 3, even 8 hours of sleep isn't enough. If the quality is poor, most men think, "I slept 8 hours, so why do I still feel exhausted?" But the number alone doesn't tell the whole story. What truly matters is the depth. Not just how long your eyes were closed, but how well your brain and heart were allowed to rest. Think of sleep like watering a garden. You can run the hose for hours, but if the soil is dry and the roots aren't absorbing it, nothing will bloom. That's what happens with light, restless sleep. Your body lies still, but inside, nothing is truly recovering. I once met Alan, a retired truck driver from Illinois. He prided himself on being tough, never complaining, always pushing through. But over time, something changed. He'd sleep through the night, but wake up groggy, nod off during the day, and forget the simplest details, like where he parked or what his wife just said. He thought it was just old age. But after finally speaking to his doctor, they discovered one of his blood pressure medications was interfering with his sleep cycles. It was quiet, invisible, but it was keeping him from reaching deep, restorative sleep. Once they adjusted his medication, it was like a curtain lifted. His energy returned. His mind cleared. This happens more than you think. Some heart meds, antidepressants, even over-the-counter painkillers can dull your sleep without you realizing. So if you're doing everything right and still feel off, ask your doctor. Don't wait for it to get worse. Your body might be resting, but your brain may be begging for help. Comment number 3 if you've ever wondered why rest still leaves you tired. In the next truth, I'll show you 5 gentle habits that can improve your sleep starting tonight. No pills, no pressure. Truth number 4, small habits at night can restore deep sleep without pills or gadgets. Better sleep doesn't start with a pill. It begins with small, gentle choices that tell your body it's safe to rest again. And the truth is, most men over 70 don't need stronger sleep aids. They need a softer evening rhythm. I remember Eileen, 72, from Michigan. She used to lie in bed for hours, staring at the ceiling, waiting for sleep to come. The more she tried, the more anxious she felt. Then she did one small thing. She placed a soft chair and blanket beside her bed. Whenever sleep wouldn't come, she'd sit there quietly, read something light, then return when her body felt ready. She called it her peaceful pause. Within a week, her nights became calmer. Sleep isn't something we force. It's something we allow. So if you've been tossing and turning for more than 30 minutes, don't stay in bed. Get up slowly, keep the lights dim, and do something peaceful. Let your body reset, then return. Another key habit is to keep your naps short. A nap after lunch feels nice, but if it lasts more than 20 minutes, it begins stealing from your nighttime rest. The Mayo Clinic confirms this. Naps over 30 minutes can disrupt your circadian rhythm and delay your natural bedtime. Frank from Arizona used to nap from 2 to 4 every afternoon. He thought he was catching up, but he couldn't fall asleep until midnight. Once he shortened his nap to just 15 minutes, everything shifted. His nights were deeper, his mornings clearer. These aren't magic tricks. They're gentle reminders that sleep is rhythm, not force. Comment number 4 if you've ever stayed in bed hoping for sleep that wouldn't come. Because next, in truth number 5, we'll talk about something even sneakier than caffeine and how it may be quietly stealing your rest without you knowing. Truth number 5, some things that make you feel sleepy actually steal your sleep. Not everything that helps you fall asleep helps you stay asleep. In fact, some of the most common evening habits quietly sabotage your rest from the inside out. Take caffeine, for example. Most people think of it as a morning boost, but for older adults, caffeine doesn't leave the system quickly. A cup of coffee at 2 p.m. can still be in your bloodstream by 10 at night. And it's not just in coffee. Black tea, chocolate, sodas, even some pain relievers contain caffeine. Experts suggest avoiding caffeine at least 8 hours before bedtime. After 70, your body simply processes it more slowly. Then there's alcohol. A small glass of wine may make you feel drowsy, but it tricks you. Alcohol can help you fall asleep faster, but it also fragments your sleep later in the night. You'll wake up more often, feel less restored, and maybe even find yourself needing the bathroom more frequently. It's like starting a beautiful nap, only to be shaken awake halfway through. I remember George, 82, from Arizona. He used to have a glass of wine every evening to relax, but he always woke up at 3 a.m., restless, his heart racing slightly. Once he replaced the wine with herbal tea and soft music, he slept more deeply than he had in years. And don't forget nicotine. Even if you smoke early in the evening, it lingers. It's a stimulant. It keeps your nervous system alert, not calm. So here's the gentle truth. The things we often reach for to unwind, a drink, a smoke, a late cup of coffee, may be comforting in the moment, but they steal from the deep sleep your body truly craves. Comment number 5 if this one surprised you. And stay with me, because in truth number 6, we'll talk about the one silent reason many seniors sleep poorly and how to spot it before it steals your days. Truth number 6, when poor sleep is more than just age, and your body is asking for help. Sometimes, trouble sleeping isn't just part of aging. Sometimes it's your body whispering that something deeper needs attention. And the longer we ignore it, the louder it gets, in the form of fatigue, confusion, even danger. I remember Alan, a retired truck driver from Illinois. Tough man, used to pushing through. He told me, "I sleep 8 hours, but I'm still exhausted. I even nod off while reading to my grandkids." He didn't want to bother his doctor, didn't want to seem weak, but eventually, he brought it up. And it changed everything. His doctor discovered that one of his blood pressure medications was disrupting his sleep cycle. It was subtle, invisible, but it kept him from reaching deep, healing rest. Once they adjusted the dose, his energy returned. His mind cleared. He felt like himself again. This isn't rare. Many common medications for blood pressure, anxiety, depression, even nighttime pain can interfere with sleep. especially in older adults. You may not notice at first. You may think you're just getting older. But if you've been waking multiple times a night, feeling tired even after sleeping through, or drifting off during the day, it's worth asking. You don't need to suffer in silence. Bring it up gently. Say, "I've been sleeping, but I still feel tired. Could my medications be part of it?" One small conversation can protect your brain, your heart, and your independence. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. The kind that listens before something worse happens. So if your nights feel restless and your days feel heavy, your body may not be failing. It may simply be asking for a different kind of support. Comment number 6 if you believe in listening to your body before it has to shout. So let's come back to the question we began with. Why does sleep feel harder after 70? And what can we do about it? The answer isn't more pills or more pressure. It's understanding. Your body isn't failing. It's changing. And those changes deserve care, not shame. If you've been waking up tired, losing focus, or just feeling not quite yourself, that doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means something is asking for attention. You've now heard 6 gentle truths, from how many hours you really need, to how one small nap or a cup of coffee can quietly shift your rhythm. You've heard stories of Harold, Richard, Eileen, Alan, and maybe somewhere in those stories, you heard a piece of yourself. Tonight, I hope you treat your rest as something sacred. Dim the lights a little earlier. Let your mind unwind without judgment. Trust that your body knows what it needs, and you have the power to listen. If this video gave you even one helpful insight, I'd love to hear from you. Share your own tip or habit in the comments. It may help someone else sleep a little more peacefully tonight. And if you believe, like I do, that it's never too late to sleep deeper, feel clearer, and wake with more peace, just type the word HOPE below. Because every strong day begins with a restful night. Thank you for staying with me. Subscribe for more healing truths and positive energy. Because aging should never mean silence, shame, or surrender. See you in the next video.